What is up, guys? PieMuffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we finished Chapter 6, which had us fighting against both V, where we learned about V's backstory, that, the Jaeger Corps he was a part of. Basically got mercilessly murdered by Osborn's troops. I assume it was just, I don't think it was Osborn himself, just whoever Osborn sent to take him out. But he was the only survivor, and then C showed up as V was getting away to essentially stall us for the time being. And it seems like the ship that C was on blew up. So we don't know if C is alive or what, but an unmarked sniper rifle, no kind of trademark as to what company it was made by, was on the sniper. Was found on the cliff, and we got to see that Sharon is seemingly hiding some more secrets that we would have originally expected. She seems to have two employers, one besides Irina Reinford. So, it's the end of Chapter 6. I assume we're going to be heading back to school for the final chapter of the game, which will have us dealing with the school festival. And whatever else is going to happen in the final chapter. So let's just dive in and begin the final chapter of Trails of Cold Steel 1.
あれから3週間余り、帝国と俺たちをめぐる状況はささやかながらも大きく動いていた。ザクセン鉄鉱山の事件を受けて帝国解放戦線は壊滅し、
Oh, so I guess everyone's just assuming that they're actually... I mean, there's nothing to, I guess, point at that they would still be alive. But yeah, I like this artwork too, though. So I guess Reen and Class 7 all got to meet with both parts of Class 7, because you can see Laura and Gaius there. They weren't with us. Meeting with the Emperor and everything.
それとガレリア要塞での功績を認められ、 俺たち7組のメンバー全員が帝都のバルフレイム宮に招かれたのである。エレボニア皇帝ユーゲント3世、
His Majesty the Emperor Eugent III,
アルフィン殿下たちの実の母君であるプリシラ皇妃、
Empress Priscilla.
お二人に拝謁しねぎらっていただいた一方、俺たちは改めて帝国を二分する勢力の領袖たちに対面することになる。 帝国各地を支配し絶大な権力を持つ四大名門と呼ばれる4人の大貴族。
Okay, so we know that the one in the middle with the fur on his shoulders is obviously Duke Cayenne, and I guess on the far right, I believe that's Alberea, which I would assume next to Cayenne on the other side, on the left, is probably Ragnar, Angelica's father.
帝都と鉄道網を中心に改革を進める鉄血宰相とその盟友たる帝都知事。
And that would make the guy on the far left, that would be Patrick's father, right? I think.
俺たちをねぎらいながらも両勢力はテロリストの存在をめぐって互いを牽制し、静かな火花を散らし続け、最後には呆れ果てた顔になった陛下に釘を刺されるのだった。しかしテロリストが壊滅したことで彼らを密かに支援したとみられる貴族派は表立って動きにくくなったらしく、革新派も独立問題でクロスベル方面が騒がしくなったことへの対処もあり、図らずも帝国内部における対立はしばし小康状態に落ち着きそうだった。
Yeah, there's a lot going on even outside the Empire.
かねてよりの懸案だった学院祭のステージ内容が決定し、マキアスとユーシスのデュオ、委員長のソロという2曲構成が発表された。
A duet between Machias and Eustace, then a solo by Emma.
当然本人たちからは異論や狼狽の声が上がったが、クローとエリオットから演奏担当の構成、インパクト重視の演出意図を聞かされるに及び、他の7組メンバーは大いに納得し、最終的には本人たちも反論しきれずに めでたくステージ内容が決定するのだった。
Yeah, they seem thrilled.
その一方で心乱れるような出来事もあった。アンゼリカ先輩が鉄鉱山の一件で父親であるログナー公の怒りを買い、トールズ士官学院を休学、事実上退学することになったのである。
Well, I guess that's what... I mean, I'm sure she still doesn't regret it, though.
動力バイク、君が受け取ってくれないか。そんな先輩の頼みに悩んだ末、俺はしっかりとうなずくのだった。それ以外にも、オリバルト王子の提案で、とある地への小旅行にみんなで赴き。
Oh, so they went to Reen's home.
7組の結束や共感、先輩たちとの絆を改めて
By the
確認す
way,
る出来事もあったが。
I don't know if anyone on YouTube has translated it or anything like some of the other ones, but there is a drama CD, from what I understand, that covers their trip in Ymir. If you don't know what a drama CD is, it's essentially literally what it sounds like. It's literally just it's like a vocal recording, you know, hearing events that happen. There are some for Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure as well, for little side stories that the characters do.
それについては長くなりそうなので、また別の機会にでも話したいと思う。
Maybe after this playthrough is fully uploaded, maybe at some point before I do Cold Steel 2, maybe we'll go through that drama CD in like a video. But yeah, so they got to spend a little bit of time over in Ymir, Reen's home. All right. Oh, and we know that the festival starts on the 23rd. So I assume we're going to have a few days of normal stuff.
Minasan, 本日は天気も良く、絶好の設営日和になりました。先月から準備を進めて、待ちに待っていた人たちも多いんじゃないかと思います。それでは、これより学院祭の各種準備、設営を始めます。期限は今日と明日の2日。明日の深夜はなるべく作業を持ち越さないようにしてくださいね。みんな、怪我をしないよう元気に張り切っていきましょう。
So I guess no classes will probably go on during festival prep time. Got all kinds of students going around. Oh god, vice principal up there. I want to thank you all for the effort you put in these last 2 weeks, everyone. Heh, well, at least things are really coming together now. It's been an exhausting 2 weeks, though. You said it, I don't think I realized just how much work this would involve. Elliot's a merciless taskmaster when it comes to music. Aha, it's like he unleashes the beast within. Sorry, I just want this performance to be the best it can be. Haha, don't worry about it. Given the short time we had to prepare, I shudder to think what our band would sound like without your guidance. Yeah, I'm sure it'll sound great. Hee hee. Well, the songs are coming together quite nicely, I admit. We aren't seriously going to do that, are we? Come on, give it up already. Emma's song is really sounding great. Agreed, I'm sure you'll be quite the sight on stage when you're in your outfit. The boys will be under your spell. You guys, it's not the kind of pressure I need right now. I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised at Machias and Eustace, who know they'd work so perfectly together. And to think, at the outset, I doubted they had it in them to actually cooperate. Yep, and now look at them, crooning together in perfect harmony. But that's the worst part. Speak for yourself, I've never felt so humiliated in my life. Hee, sounds like you're all having such a gosh darn good time, I almost hate to interrupt. Oh, right. Forgot about you. Just wanted to let you know that the principal's given you permission to use the old schoolhouse. You're free to use it for rehearsal or whatever you need all the way through the end of tomorrow. Really? Phew, that's a weight off our shoulders. There's only so much of our performance we can practice in the music room's limited space. Yeah, and Class 1's been hogging the auditorium all to themselves. Well, considering they're performing an operetta, I'm not sure what else they could practice. The first floor of the old schoolhouse should be a fine makeshift auditorium as far as our practice needs go. It's even got that stage area. What more could we ask for? Sounds like a good solution to me. Even though every time I step through those doors, I'm always reminded of our first day of school. The first of many deceptions by a certain instructor. I'm afraid the statuette of limitations has expired on that one. You know, a little bird told me 2 people who might be in this room right now had a rather intimate experience that day. Crow, stop. Ooh, tell me. Well, it's nothing worth mentioning. How did he find out about that anyway? Well, shall we go our separate ways for today then? Yeah, our costume should be coming in this evening. So I think we're fine spending today helping with the setup and decorations. Might as well pitch in while we can. I'm guessing tomorrow's schedule just has rehearsal written in every blank. True, it only seems right to spend today helping out our club members. Guess we oughta. Were you planning on helping Toe with any last-minute student council stuff, Reen? Of course we are. Guess we're not done yet. Yeah, the student council's been totally swamped these last few days, so I figured I'd lend him a hand. I was thinking of looking in on the old schoolhouse while I was making the rounds, too. That'd be helpful, even though we'll just be using the first floor. We should make sure nothing is shifted around in there. If you're gonna make a sweep of the place, just ring me on my Arcus. I'd be happy to tag along. Okay, thanks. Sounds like you've got a lot on your plates. All I can say is good luck. I'll probably be patrolling the campus, so just let me know if anything happens. I'll give you guys a call when the costumes come in. I really wanted to at least try those on today to make sure they all fit. Well, there you have it. If you wouldn't mind taking care of this stuff for me, I'd really appreciate it. No problem, glad to help out. Alright, just 3 jobs, that's fine. Mail mix-up. Bridget, okay. We read the comments. Radio Trista. Slipped our minds. Instructor Beatrix. Number of students have yet to collect their permission slips to serve food and drinks at the festival. Okay. Seems simple enough. Haha, I figured they'd all be related to the festival in some way. The shops in Trista do seem pretty keen on helping out, though. That's nice of them. Yeah, they do every year. The radio station is even doing a little something for us, too. Alright, I'll see what I can do to keep the ball rolling in town, then. Great, that'd be a big help. Oh, but remember not to neglect your concert practice, okay? Crow's been telling me about it. It sounds like you guys are really pulling out all the stops. That's the idea, yeah, but we haven't started group rehearsals yet. Most of us have family coming in to watch, though, so for better or worse, we're going to give it all we've got. By the way, do you think Angelica will be able to make it? Well... Sorry, I guess it's not looking too hopeful, huh? I just don't know. I've tried calling the Marquis household, but they won't even let me talk to her. But still, this is Angie. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry, Angie would never break a promise. Besides, you guys are all here. Crow's here, George is here. I'm sure she'll be here too. That's why we need to make this festival a big success. I want Angie to forget the bad times for a little while and have fun. And I know your concert will be a big part of that too. When you play it like that, I want to do whatever I can to make it a good time for her. Besides, as your follow-up act, we'd look bad if we weren't cheering just as loud for us. Wait, what? They weren't cheering just as loud for us. Hee hee. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store. Toa. Sorry to butt in, but it looks like some of the materials we ordered are going to get here late. If we don't do something, it's going to throw a hitch in our preparations. Okay, I'll take another look at the schedule and see if we can rearrange things a bit. Sorry, Reen. Looks like duty calls. Good luck preparing for your concert. Thanks. Well, no sense in just standing around here. Got a lot to do and less time than I'd like to do it. Our outfits are going to show up this evening, too. I'll have to try and get as much finished as I can finish it up before then. Okay, let's get going. I'm sorry, yeah, it says we didn't get a chapter finale text on the screen, though. But, yeah, final chapter. Mail mix-up. I guess we'll start. Let's start with the comments one, actually, since that's out of town. How you doing, buddy? I must say, this is shaping up splendidly. But how could it not when I, Vincent Florold, am overseeing the work done upon it? Now, Serifo, you must set this up as though it were a present offered to Eidos herself. Uh-huh. Student council member. We got logins over there. Rex, I'm sure, doing what he does. These two. I applied first, Becky, so I'm afraid you'll have to hand the main gate over to me. Here, Hugo. Don't even chance it. I'm taking this spot. You go find another spot, you mad rocket. Uh-huh. Well, I guess before we get started on this stuff, we can see where everyone's hanging out, how they're doing with their preparations. Got some students working over here. We got all kind. I do remember that they said there's going to be horse racing, I believe. Mr. Eustace. The riding club is assisting with all the festival's equestrian attractions. We should have this one take part too. Do you have enough people to get the field all prepared? It seems like a tough work. You needn't worry about that. Just focus on aiding the student council and leave matters here to me. Will do then. Crow? Should I know? I should have known. What are you doing back here? How's business so far? Who's looking the hottest? No big surprises yet. Our reads on the second years were pretty much spot on. As far as first years go, the Gaius Whitcomb combo's been pulling the bets. What? Haha, we nailed the prediction then. Alright, get those prices jacked up as high as you can. Crow, mind explaining what's going on here? Reen, buddy, good to see you. This is just a tiny, side project that a few second years are volunteering for. Where you try to turn a fun event into a gambling racket. Hey now, that's just rude. All this is some friendly competition. The jackpot's a year's worth of cafeteria tickets. What would a second year even do with those? Yeah, you're graduating at the end of the year. Like, you have the... I don't know when they actually, like, graduate. I don't know if it's, like, normal schooling where they graduate in the middle of, like, you know, June or whatever. Or if it's literally, like, 2 months from now, but... Crow is a second year. He doesn't have much time left at the school anyway. Alright, Laura. Oh. I've heard a great deal about you, Laura. Hehe, if you're up for it, I think it might be fun for the two of us to have a duel. Likewise, I can't think of a swordsman on campus who doesn't know your name. I'm sure that a duel would be fun for the both of us. Alright. they setting stuff up for the pool? I don't see anything there. Whoa! Alright, there's this whack-a-mole in here, maybe? I forgot they actually do set up attractions. Well, obviously one of the jobs is for vice principal here, it seems. Unless he just has, like, another side quest for us. Edel. We'll be selling our freshly grown herbs and even seeds if you'd like to grow your own. I can hardly wait to show off everything we've raised here. I should put together some flashy, eye-catching signs, too. Alright, what do you got going on? I'm certain I dropped it somewhere around here. Is something the matter? Nothing, I say. For that matter, what are you doing here when you have preparations to make for the festival? Get back to work. Normally I would, but you look as though you have something on your mind. Are you sure I can't be of some assistance? This is a personal matter, and you butting into my private affairs will do more harm than good. Though, since you're here, it couldn't hurt to ask, have you seen a notebook around in this area by any chance? It would have a black leather cover. I don't believe I've seen anything like that. I'd be happy to help you look, though. That is quite unnecessary, but if you are so inspired to assist me, you may do so by forgetting this conversation ever took place, understood? This missing notebook has him even more on edge than usual. I probably shouldn't talk to him. That said, I'm sure he'd be happy if I found the notebook. I'll need some clues before I can do that, though. Not that he's gonna tell me anything. I must have dropped it somewhere while making my rounds. Aha, the rooftop's the only place that makes sense. But then it should be around here. Wait, so he seriously dropped it on the roof? Maybe I can figure out where... Yeah, if we go up there. Well, we'll go up there in a minute. Machias in Student Union, which makes sense. I guess it's our bike for now. George? Hey there, what's up? Did something happen to your instruments? Just bring them by, I'll fix them right up. They're just fine right now, thanks for the offer though. That reminds you made all of them yourself, didn't you? Stuff like this just reminds me how amazing you really are. Haha, aw, it's nothing. I just modified some instruments I had on hand already. Especially compared to the Orbital bike, which I pretty much built from scratch. Unreal, that was all you? Well, the base came from the Rohr Institute of Technology, since they were doing some research on it. But while I was modifying and tuning it, it caught Angie's eye. She was the one who asked me to make sure I completed even. Helped me pick out the parts for it, too. So you couldn't really say I built the whole thing on my own. I see. She seems pretty torn up about Angelica's absence, too. Excuse me. Who are you? Generic NPC student. George, the machine we're using for Mishi Panic isn't working right. Could you come take a look at it? No problem. I'll be right there. Seems like you're going to be pretty busy for a while. I better get back to work myself. Sounds good. Just remember to stop by if you need anything. Alright. Take a gander at what everyone's up to. Oh, I figured Machias would be upstairs, but I guess not. The chess club's finished setting up for the festival, so now I'm helping decorate the cafeteria. The staff here always treats us well, so it's the least I could do to return the favor. Damn. It somehow moved 3 reg out of place while we were talking. I need it to be perfectly parallel with those tables over there. This kind of work really brings out your inner perfectionist. Looks fine to me. So they're just putting nice cloths on the tables to make it look nicer. Toa senpai. If we split up and finish the decorations today, we should be able to finish in time. I'm asking any and all second years for help. That includes you. Get over there. Right. President Toa, here are the authorization letters you mentioned. Leave them to me. They'll be done in a jiffy. She's multitasking even harder than she normally does. She's probably staying busy to keep her mind off Angelica. Makes sense. Okay. Everyone's in their respective, classes, or clubs as well. Milliam Cooking Club, Elliot Music Club, and then Gaius Art Club. So we can take a quick peek on what they're up to. Instructor Makarov, can we even get around this? Oh, we can. I wonder how that meal went. Uncle Makarov's so unhealthy that he can't even set up some signs without collapsing into a wheezing mess. He does smoke, too. But that's why he has a talented, charming niece to help him out. Huh. Yeah, all kinds of boxes and stuff. The Wind Orchestra's planning on holding some basic music classes. We'll be performing the fanfare for the opening ceremony too, so our schedule's looking pretty busy. Well, just make sure you don't overwork yourself, okay? Thanks! I'll be sure to keep myself as fresh as I can. My sister's coming to see our concert too, so I'm feeling pretty motivated. So he's not only doing a concert for his club, but then he's also involved in what we're doing. Milliam, why are you in here by yourself? What happened here? Hey, Reen. Listen, I've been improving all the recipes we're gonna use for our club's cooking classes. Wow, that's really dedicated of you. I'm kind of surprised, really. Munch, I'm a member here too, so Munch, I gotta do my part. I should have known it was just another excuse to eat. Gaius. Clara left organizing the show to me. Heh, it's a new experience for sure, but it feels like work worth doing. I'll do what I can to help show off all our artwork. That reminds me, you finished your painting, didn't you? I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, I hope you have enough time to come see our show. Why wouldn't I? Alright, now, I guess we'll go say hi to everyone in town as well. And then probably get started on at least the vice principal's request. Alright, so gardening shop makes sense for fee. I'm bored, so I've been handing out flyers about what the gardening club's doing for the festival. Want one? Nah, you should probably save them for people in town. I'll be visiting everyone's events during the festival anyway. Fine by me. Sarah. Here you go. That'll run you 27,800 Mira. Ouch, no repeat customer discounts in your store, are there? This bill better include the information, too. Of course it does. Don't bite my head off. Sounds like the Red Constellation's still kicking back in Crossbell. Well, that gives more away. It's anyone's guess as to where, though. I can't believe they're still hanging around there after a terrorist attack on that scale. Could you pass that info along to Tobal for me? Sounds like they're discussing the recent terrorist attack in Crossbell. I guess Instructor Sarah is just as stressed about where everything's going as we are. It's like the whole world's falling apart. Well, we'll learn more about Red Constellation and what happens in Crossbell during Trails to Azure. No one's in the dorm, it seems, yeah. So Emma and Alisa, I guess both in the general store. Hey, kiddo. Some important work just sprang up, so my dad won't be able to make it to the festival. We were so excited to go together, too, sigh. Oh well, suppose I'll just have to tag along with Rosine then. Here they are. Emily and Theresa asked me to go buy some materials for them. I meant to ask, how did our outfits turn out in the end? They were changed a little bit from the original designs, weren't they? Well, everything's fine. You'll get to see them this evening. What was that? What was with that ominous pause? I happened to bump into Allie somewhere. I was out doing some shopping for the literature club. Shouldn't you be at the bookstore then? Hee hee, no matter where you look, you can tell that the whole academy's humming with activity right now. Oh, that reminds me, how are things coming along with your club's short story collection? I remember last time we talked about it, you mentioned the content was a little graphic. Ah, well, no worries. I managed to get that matter all settled. Dorothy agreed to tone the material down to a more acceptable standard. She certainly didn't make it easy, though. Sounds like Emma has her work cut out for her. And yeah, we've now spoken to everybody. Alright, so let's head to the roof of the school. I suppose. Well, we're already here in town. Let's go to Radio Trista and see what that job is about. Doesn't really matter which one we start with. Sorry to keep you waiting, Michael. Oh, there you are. I'm just glad you can make it at all. Our special's tonight, but some people still haven't submitted what they want to say during it. I mean, I could go ahead without them, but it'd feel kind of unfair if we did. Haha, I imagine just slipped their minds considering how much everyone has to do right now. But you are taking the time to give everyone's events coverage, so I'm sorry they put you through this. Don't sweat it. The festival gives us some good material every year. You won't see me complaining that the students are making it better. The Academy's been getting lots of coverage ever since what happened last month, too. Sorry, we don't have the time to shoot the breeze like that about that. So, you got time to get this done? Yep. You bet. You'll be broadcasting tonight, so let's get this done as quickly as possible. You are the man. I'm still waiting on replies from Class 1, Class 5, and the Occult Research Society. Don't know where the people in charge of them are, but you probably will since you're all from the same academy. Go get those comments. Leave it to me. Class 1 should still be rehearsing for their operetta, so I'm sure that's where I'll find everyone. Class 5's Mishy Panic is being set up in the gymnasium, which leaves the Occult Research Society. Guess I'll head to their club room. Right then, let's get going. Although the Occult Research Society always seems like it's just, what is it, Beryl? She seems like she's always the only person in that room. Are there even any other students that are part of that? Alright, so gymnasium, of course. Student union, or gymnasium, student union, and auditorium. Excuse me. What are the odds we get yelled at for coming in here while they're practicing? Oh, she looks really nice, all dressed up. Excuse me, could I have a moment? What are you doing here? This is Class 1's practice area. Did you see a sign that says Class 7 interlopers welcome, or perhaps please interrupt us? No, then move along. I'm only here to ask about Class 1's comment for the radio special on the Academy Festival tonight. You still haven't submitted one. Oh, right. Did no one submit a comment for our class? I certainly haven't. Likewise, we've been so focused on practicing it slipped our minds. Well then, listen well then. Class 1 will be performing an operetta to set in the Middle Ages known as the Coronation of Garuda. It is a dramatic tale of Garuda, a most noble lady favored by the Emperor herself as she struggles against her own destiny. The leading roles will be played to perfection by Patrick Yarms and myself, Ferris Florold. Our operetta won't just be captivating, but also educational. We even consulted an expert to ensure our script's accuracy. I implore that she really came up with that on the spot. Wow. I implore those of you listening not to miss out on our fabulous performance, especially in order to watch other lesser events performed by other lesser classes on the very same day. We will not be topped. I think that should do for now. Thanks. She really is competitive. Jeez, was that necessary? Speaking of Patrick, where is he? Well, he is here. Ugh, that Chancellor is a textbook example of how crass these commoners really are. But that's still no reason to aid the likes of those curs. Seems the noble faction really was backing up the terrorists. Wonder how deeply involved the Hyarms family is. Hey, Patrick. Schwarzer, what do you want? More importantly, how long have you been there? Not too long. I just wanted to say that, I'm very impressed with what I've seen for Class 1's operetta. I mean, I've only seen the stage in your outfits, but they're really elaborate and well done. Are you... As you know, it's the Imperial Nobility's duty to perform anything they put their minds to at the highest level. Speaking of, I hear you're planning some unusual performance with Class 7. Do try not to embarrass yourself after our operetta pushes the bar into the sky. Haha, we're high jumpers. Oh yeah, on an unrelated note, we met your dad at Valflame Palace the other day. It seems you've mistaken me for someone who would care. I'm sure he went on an extended monologue on how he'd love to see his foolish son learn a thing or two from all of you. We didn't quite get that much out of him. Marcus Hyarms actually seemed very polite in comparison to the other heads of the 4 great houses. Though I'm sure there must be sides to him we didn't see, given his position. Oh, he disappeared. I'm guessing he just probably came back out here. Yeah. Alright. Let's go get those other 2 comments. So, I guess we'll just loop around. So, we'll head into the Student Union building now and go talk to Beryl. Hello, do you need something from me? That I do. I'm collecting comments about each of the festival's events for a radio broadcast focusing on them. I had no idea the Occult Research Society was actually doing something for the festival, though. I certainly am. Heh. Oh, are you curious? Can I just have a simple answer, please? Very well, I suppose I can tell you. I'll be turning this room into a fortune-telling house during the festival. How accurate will the fortunes I tell be? That's for you to find out for yourself. I guess I should take that as her comment. Thanks. Oh, and as for the man from the radio station who sent you, I see a great deal of hardship in his future. What? Well, gee, I'd hate to get in the way of your preparation, so I better get going now. I mean, Michael's a nice guy. I hope he doesn't have a lot of hardship. Alright, let's go take a gander elsewhere, I guess. To the gymnasium to get a comment. Oh, right, in here. Come on, work. I command you to work. Mishi, why have you forsaken us? Is everything okay over here? Hey, watch out. This Class 7 Joker is here to get the dirt on us. What, you think this is some sort of show? Get out before I make you get out of here. Simmer down, boys. Sorry about that. Truth is, the machine we're using isn't really working like it should, and we're all a little on edge. We sent someone off to get George, though, so our technical woes should be over before too long. But what's your story? Do you have a reason for coming, or are you actually spying on us? It's the former, I assure you. I hate to ask why when you're so busy, but it's about the radio festival feature on... Okay, I read that completely wrong, but it's about the festival feature on the radio tonight. Class 5 still hasn't provided the station with a comment, so I was hoping that you could say something. Oh, Eidos, it's Monk. How could have that radio freak forgotten that? Yeah, you're gonna have to ask him. What the hell, man? He seemed so excited when he told us he'd take care of it. What could he be doing right now? So instead of one of you coming up with a comment on the fly, I need to find Monk? Any idea where he might be at the moment? I don't think any of us have seen him since yesterday, actually. Whatever he's doing right now, better be pretty important if he thinks he can just ditch us at a time like this. You sure he's just not sleeping in? Anyway, none of us have the time to come up with some fancy radio comment. You gotta go straight to Monk for that. Got it. I'll go look for him at the lower class dorm. Hopefully I can find him. To the dorm! Yeah, let's get over there. Zoom! So, yep, it's gonna be right down here. Hi, Celine. I can't see Monk anywhere on the first. Not that we looked. Let's ask him where he is. Excuse me, do you have a second? Not today, I don't think. Do you need him for something? Yeah, I need his comment for tonight's radio show. Guess I'll head to his room and just hope he's there. There's no need for that. Oh, there he is. Sorry for the wait, Reen. I've just finished writing up our comment for the radio show. Oh, so that's what he was doing. Just now? That's right, this comment is the fruit of 2 days of backbreaking non-stop labor. It's a comment, you're not writing an essay. And when I say non-stop, I mean without so much as a wink of sleep. Heh. I never knew the bags under your eyes could get that bad. He's such a radio geek. Misty won't be on the show, but a submission's a submission. Only the very best is good enough. I can tell that you're curious, so let me read it to you, heh. Mishy, the international sensation, finally makes his Thor's Military Academy debut. But oh no, trouble is afoot. Mishy and Mishette are being attacked by evil Mishy, and the only way to save them is to smack, smash, and mash away. So come along to Class 5's Mishy Panic and save Mishy and Mishette from their terrible fate. Mishy Panic, the only place where smacking something so cute can be so refreshing. And that's that. Make sure they don't leave out a single word. I'll be listening. Sure. Well, that's the last comment collected. I should go give these to Michael. That doesn't seem like it could have taken that much time to write a comment like that. He spent 2 whole days coming up with 3 sentences? Alright. Here you go. Yo, how'd it go? Perfectly, I got all 3 comments right here. Good stuff. They're good, generally short comments, so I'm pretty sure they'll get some great reactions from our guests. Oh, this is gonna be a fantastic show. Before you run off, take some of these. I'm really glad you helped me out here. Thanks. Awesome, thanks. Good luck with tonight's show. Right back at you. Wait, what? What do you mean I'm not working on the show? That's like when you go to a movie theater and they say enjoy your movie and you say you too. That's an equivalent of that. Let's do what we gotta do and make this one hell of a festival. Obviously, he was just replying like, hey, do your best with what you're working on, but sounds like a plan. Alright, before we end things off, let's go do the, let's look for Mr. Vice Principal's notebook. And then we'll do the other 2 jobs for the first day of the festival next time. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 days of festival prep, and then the festival itself will be on the 3rd day. So up to the roof. Hello there. Excuse me, mind if I ask you a question? I believe Vice Principal Heinrich was up here a little while ago. I see, that would make sense. Yeah, he was up here, came along to check up on how everything was going. He was using his notebook as a sort of checklist for all our arrangements. Come to think of it, I wouldn't be surprised if his notebook was full of info on everyone's festival plans. Finding it should be a top priority. Do you remember where he was standing at the time? Just about there, right where you can see a good look at the courtyard. Oh, but he left right after that. He overheard some guys messing around near the field, so he moved over there to yell at them a little better. I think he may have even leaned over the railing for a bit for that one, which means it probably didn't fall into the courtyard. Thanks, that narrows things down. No worries, best of luck. So that means it probably fell down there, and I guess we gotta talk to them. Looks like they got some stuff being set up here as well. Bunch of chairs right here. Wonder if this is where the musical performance is going to be. Cool. Alright, let's head downstairs. Excuse me, may I ask you something? Oh my goodness, is something wrong? Do you need some help? Not exactly. Oh, so you're looking for a notebook? Now I think about it, I believe I heard some first-year boys talking about something they found. That might be what you're looking for. Fantastic, that's my next stop then. This might be over faster than I thought. Did you see where they went? I believe I heard them saying something about someplace quiet so they could get a better look at it. I'm sorry, I wish I could be more specific. Not at all, that's great lead as it is. Somewhere quiet, huh? I think I might know where they are. No time to waste, I better get going. So either in the corner or the library. Or not. I would assume the library, but... I've been pretty busy myself. Everyone wants help from old reliable Crow. Don't forget to take it easy every now and then, Reen. Yeah, just don't expect me to start cutting class to wash away my troubles with card games. I guess the library, I mean, that's a quiet place, right? I don't think this is the place. I think that should be enough picture books. I asked my friend for help, and she sent me some really nice ones, too. Even though setting this up every year is a lot of work, it's always worth it. I can hardly wait to see how all excited the children are, especially the really little ones. Okay, not in here. Somewhere quiet to look at it. Old schoolhouse, maybe? Not a lot of people go out there. Ha-ha! Bingo. Rex, of course you're involved in this. Now this is a good find. What do you think about this photo, Rex? Oh man, that's awesome. It's definitely an amateur shot, but it captures the energy of a live performance. It's almost too good. Wonder who it belongs to, though. The notebook's covered in some pretty expensive looking leather, so maybe it's one of the nobles. Excuse me, guys. You found that notebook somewhere, right? Mind if I take a look at it? Oh, crap. Guess that answers our question about the owner. Man, well, here you go. Looks like it matches the description, which means it belongs to Vice Principal Heinrich. I wanted to have a better look at her, too. I know, right? I've never seen her before, but damn. Oh, well, it's probably for the best it gets returned to its owner. Guy seems pretty devoted to her, too. If we try to hold on to it, things might get ugly. Yeah. What are they talking about? Sorry for the trouble. Make sure it gets back into the right hands. Let him know he's got our seal of approval, alright? Sure. What in the world is written here? I kind of want to check. No, that'd be a bad idea. I should head straight back and return it to the vice principal. Even if it isn't his, I can just turn it in at reception. Hey, don't tell me you're a fan, too. Nice. She isn't that well known in the Empire, but I guess you Class 7 types are pretty worldly. Okay, now I'm really curious about what's in here. Let's take a gander. If it even lets us. It does not. Well, we'll just return it and I guess see what happens. Oh, you again? I'm busy. A concept you clearly seem to have not familiarized yourself with. State your business without delay. I found a black leather notebook and thought it might be yours. This is indeed my notebook. Ahem, you wouldn't have happened to look inside, would you? No, of course not. Well, I didn't at least. Of course. How could I have suspected such privacy-infringing behavior from a student of our esteemed academy? Oh, you dropped a picture. Is this? Oh, hey, it's Risha. Wow, I guess the weird vibe I was picking up had some merit. It seems to be a picture of some dancer wearing a remarkably skimpy outfit. Some dancer? You call one of the greatest artists of our time some dancer? Foolishness, utter foolishness. She is a member of Crossbell's highly esteemed theater troupe, Arc and Seal. To call her a mere dancer is churlish. I've never heard of them. They are known for their magnificent and passionate performances, replete with acrobatic feats that would blow your mind. Arc and Seal represents true art, capturing the hearts and eyes of those blessed enough to bear with them witness. My eyes were closed to their glory until I was invited to one of their performances in Crossbell. Their brilliance is renowned across the continent, rivaling even the acclaim this nation's operas receive. There is no shame in admiring Risha Mao's many charms. On the contrary, those who don't should hang their heads in shame. Her talent is such that she was cast in the leading role almost immediately after her debut. Furthermore, she's earned everything she has through hard work and dedication. Yeah, she's also an assassin. Is it any wonder why we love her so? Tragically, the recent terrorist attack in Crossbell has impacted Arc and Seal just as it would any other citizens. Well, at least you're not going to spoil what the attack did. But I believe in them. No setback is too great to stop them from soaring even to greater levels of excellence. The voices of the fans shall be their support as they continue their climb. We shall support Risha Mao. Wow, that was the last thing I ever expected to hear from him. Well then, allow me to thank you for returning my notebook to me. That said, you are to seal your memories of the discussion away in the deepest reaches of your mind, never to reemerge. Yes, sir. It is not a bribe, understood? It is a token to ensure that you put every last ounce of effort into serving the Academy Festival. Given that Class 7 is trailing behind the other classes, I hope this acts as an appropriate motivator. I fully expect you to prepare with the highest level of diligence, that you do not bring shame upon this academy. Yes, sir, we'll be sure to meet your expectations. Well, Vice Principal Heinrich is a Risha fan. Who would have thought? Alright, but that's gonna be it. So next time we'll do our other 2 tasks for the day, and then I guess see what happens for the second day of the festival. Or if we end up going to the old schoolhouse to oh, well, we're waiting for our costumes to arrive, but I'm sure when they arrive, we'll go to the old schoolhouse to practice. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.